And bunny hop, whoa. Biffed it, and, whew. Oh. Hey peeps, it's me, Max. I'm here at the Extreme Sports Training Facility in Steamboat Springs, Colorado, training on a mountain bike today. Hey, there are 6 rules of a trail you need to know when mountain biking. Only ride open trails, leave no trace, control your bicycle, yield appropriately, never scare animals, and always plan ahead. Oh, and one other rule I think you should follow. Best not to mountain bike alone. So, take a buddy. I had this one friend who was mountain biking the Poison Spider Mesa Trail in Utah by himself. He twisted his ankle in the middle of nowhere and had to walk alone for 11 miles to get help. You need a friend to help you. That's true in mountain biking, and it's true in life. Friends cheer you up when you're down. They encourage you when you're nervous. They help give you confidence. Confidence living like you believe what God says is true. So let's give this a try again. 180. Oh. 180. 180. In today's story, we'll hear about a guy who has some amazing news and can't wait to share it with his friends. And bunny hop. Whoa! Oh. Help. I need a friend.
The Bible isn't just a book of random stories. It's 66 different books that come together to tell one story. An incredible one about God's love for us. And now for an amazing story inspired by the book of John, chapter 1. Verses 43 to 51.
Rosa pushed sweaty hair back from her forehead, then dug her hands in the deep pockets of her overalls. She stared in dismay at the rows of leafy green potato plants around her. Potato bugs? As far as Rosa could tell, the plants were infested with big, squashy orange bugs chomping on the leaves. It made her skin crawl. Ugh. One row over, her boss Jeff knelt down to examine a plant whose leaves were in tatters.
Okay, this is it. I want you to treat the whole field with Agramax.
Pesticide?
We're gonna lose the crop and a lot of money.
But the Agramax has some really poisonous stuff in it.
Which will kill these blasted beetles.
It's not so great for people either.
It's going on the leaves, not the potatoes. No one needs to know.
But this is an organic farm. All our stuff says no pesticides on the label.
No one takes that seriously. I'll pick up the Agramax this afternoon. You can spray tomorrow.
Jeff stalked over to one of the barns. Sighing, Rosa headed over to the apple orchard and found her coworker Olivia showing around a girl with wild curls.
Look, Rosa, the Lodi apples are almost ripe. Oh, and this is Tony. She's gonna help with the harvest.
Hey, I'm Rosa.
Nice to meet you. I've bought some stuff from this farm for years. So excited to get behind the scenes.
Yeah, about that. Olivia, I gotta tell you what Jeff just asked me to do.
Spray Agramax on these potato beetles, I bet.
Wait, how did you know?
Because Jeff had me spray it on the tomatoes, and I know he uses Pest X on the apples and peaches.
Pest X?
Rosa could see Tony trying to keep up with the conversation.
That's a super strong pesticide.
I thought everything here was organic. All the signs and packages say no pesticides used. Jeff is just doing his job to keep this place in business. Gotta make money or we're out of a job too.
Rosa nodded, but it still bothered her. Tony frowned.
Aren't there other ways to get rid of potato bugs?
They take a lot of time, and they don't work as well.
I know, but if I spray this stuff, I'm basically lying to anyone who buys our potatoes. Come on, Rosa. Jeff could fire you. And you've worked so hard. I mean, you could be potato supervisor next year if you just go with it.
That's true. That's the most important thing. Olivia pushed ahead to the next row of apple trees, but Tony stayed back to stay with Rosa.
What do you think? I think the most important thing is to do the right thing.
And maybe lose my job?
Look, I'm new, and I really don't know everything that's going on. But in my experience, when you do the right thing, you can trust God to work out the details.
Oh, well, I guess.
Thanks. Why don't you show me the strawberries? Olivia said you came up with a whole new system irrigation.
Strawberry fields forever.
Hey, you're a Beatles music fan too. Guilty as charged.
After work that evening, Rosa joined her mother Gloria on their front porch to watch the setting sun.
I made fresh squeezed lemonade.
Rosa took a glass and sat on a rocking chair with peeling paint. She glanced over at the open Bible on her mother's lap. Gloria was doing an epic read of the entire Bible straight through.
Where are you now, Mama?
The book of John, where Jesus calls his friends.
Oh, like Peter and John?
And Philip and Nathaniel.
I don't really remember them.
Well, Jesus, he finds Philip and says, "Follow me." And Philip is so excited he cannot keep it to himself. He runs to tell his good friend Nathaniel, who's sitting under a fig tree. He says, "Here, you read it."
We have found the one whom Moses wrote about in the law. The prophets also wrote about him. He is Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph.
And Nathaniel, he knows sarcasm, that one. He says, "Nazareth, can anything good come from there?" But Philip won't let him brush it off. He drags him along to see Jesus.
I bet Nate wasn't too excited about that.
Jesus sees him coming and says that he's a true Israelite and nothing about him is false. Nathaniel wants to know where Jesus is getting all this, so Jesus says he saw Nathaniel under that fig tree before Philip even called him.
And then Nathaniel gets it?
Yes! He says Jesus is the Son of God and he follows him.
Nazareth or no Nazareth?
That Philip, he was a true friend. He pointed Nathaniel in the right direction, to Jesus.
Rosa took another sip of her lemonade. Do you have friends like that, Mama?
I did before we moved here, but now it is easier to make good friends when you are young.
Rosa checked her phone. Jeff had texted. Agramax in the office. Come in early to spray.
Your boss?
Yeah, but maybe not for long. He's asked me to do something and lie about it, and I'm not going to.
You want to talk about it?
Maybe later. But I do want to invite someone from work for dinner tomorrow. Tony.
A friend?
She's new, but yes, I think she might turn out to be a true friend. Rosa leaned back and watched the gathering dusk. She was still nervous about talking to Jeff, but she was grateful for the people who could help her trust the outcome to God.
Have you ever seen a movie that you thought was just totally awesome? So awesome that you couldn't wait to talk about it? Or have you ever been on a roller coaster that you thought was the best ever? Or ridden a trail that had the most epic view at the end? When you experience something that you love, you can't wait to talk about it with your friend. You want your friend to experience what you've experienced, right? You want them to see what you've seen. That's what Philip was saying to his friend Nathaniel. Come and see. I've seen something that could change your life, and I want you to see it too. I'm telling you, people, That's the kind of friend you want in your life. The friend who cares about you enough to want to share their good news with you. And better yet, you want to surround yourself with friends who've experienced Jesus and want to share that experience with you. You can go it alone in your life and in your faith, and you might do all right for a while. But if you really want to grow and learn and see some amazing things, you'll find friends who help you trust Jesus. That's the one thing to remember today. Find friends who help you trust Jesus. And even when you're stuck or in a rough patch, you won't be alone. Your friend will be there to help. Speaking of, I'm gonna go phone a friend who can help me with some bike skills. Happy trails.